Where I'm from.
So I hit him with a doom.
What's up, guys? So, oh my Jesus, it is immediate. There's so much low end torque. I'm used to driving like my mom's freaking my mom's Optima, which has no low end torque. All the power is up high because it's turbocharged. But today we are in a 2008 Mustang GT, and this is my buddy Jackson's.
Hey guys.
Wow, the visibility is really like weird to get used to.
Yeah.
Like I like to sit really low in cars because you can feel like the road more.
Yeah.
And
but then again, when there's the hood scoop and the hood,
the little hood scoop does not help with visibility, that's for sure. But so this has a 4.6 liter V8 making about 300 horsepower, and this one has got about 46,000 miles, so really not that bad. Wow, there is so much low end torque compared to everything else I drive. We're gonna go left.
Go on all the windy roads.
Yes, sir. And go. God, I love cars. This is actually handling it way better than I thought it would.
Yeah,
just turn it in. It doesn't like to understeer. That's always an upside.
Yeah, that is always an upside to it.
But again, the visibility is rough for me right now.
Because I know you know a lot about understeer.
Yeah, you guys have seen my first vlog. You know what I know about understeer.
If you haven't, if you need to get that joke, you guys need to go check that out.
Yeah, definitely need to go check out the first vlog if you don't understand that. I mean, the steering is pretty responsive.
Yeah, this is pretty fucking sharp turn.
It's not the most responsive steering I've ever felt, but
then again,
it is a muscle car. That is awesome. There is nothing like just putting your foot to the ground in a muscle car. Nothing. It is a feeling that no other car can give you. And the Mustang definitely just does it better. I love Mustangs. I don't know what it is about them. Something about them, though. It's just, the way it feels is awesome. This car feels, I mean, this car is what, it's 8 years old now, so it's not necessarily the newest car, but you can get on it and it still wants to go and it's still ready to go. It's awesome. But it really does handle these curves much better than you expect. Like, it's still a muscle car, but everyone's like, oh, muscle cars can't turn at all. It's like, well, if muscle cars can't turn at all, why do they have steering wheels? This car likes to go. The brakes definitely aren't as good as they should be for how much power it has and how fast it can go. But
it goes.
Overall, it still goes. Oh, it still goes, trust me. Let's see if there's anyone coming. I can beat them. Traction control did not like me right there. And there it is. That is, wow, yeah, that gets there fast. Overall though, the car feels pretty balanced. There's some body roll, but that's just because even though yes, muscle cars can turn, they don't really like to. there's a little bit of body roll, but the steering is, even with the body roll, the steering still feels very, very direct, very tight, not sloppy at all. I mean, there's a little bit of play, but it also is 8 years old, and you just kind of expect that from cars that are this old. Overall, it feels really good. Oh, brakes. Smiles per gallon.
Smiles per gallon.
That is what this car is. That is what muscle cars in general are. It's all smiles per gallon. This is definitely one of those cars that you can just get in and go and it'll feel awesome.
Whoa.
Woo! Oh, holy brakes.
Yeah.
The brakes didn't like that. They didn't like that one bit.
I did though.
It handles substantially better than I thought. I was like, we're gonna get to floor it every time it's straight, and then we're gonna have to baby it around every corner, and you really don't have to. You don't really ever have to baby this car, which is a nice thing about it. Woo! But this car does feel very balanced. The steering feels really good, nice and direct. Very smooth too. Very smooth. Definitely. And this is daily, so it's definitely good to have like comfortable steering. You don't want it to be too heavy or anything like that, but this definitely feels really good. And this 4.6 liter V8, 300 horsepower isn't a big number in nowadays, but I tell you what, 300 horsepower still feels pretty dang good. Oh my god. It drops gears and then it's just like, let's go. It takes one little second where it's like, are you sure?
And then
are you sure?
And then it's just,
oh, he's sure. And the power band, like especially there when you start from the dig, so that it doesn't have to change gears so much. The power band feels nice and smooth and feels just very controlled all the way through the revs. And for stock exhaust, it sounds really good. It sounds like it wants to be driven. Overall, the only thing that is a slight disappointment is the brakes, and most of it's just because they're old. There's really nothing wrong with them. It's just, this is a car that you can go and you can drive at any given time and it will feel just as good as it always does. We're gonna switch it up a little bit now, and we're gonna do something a little bit different than I've seen any other YouTubers do, and we're gonna go ahead and move the GoPro over so that you can see both of us, and we'll do a little interview type thing here. Alright guys, so this is Jackson. We are in Jackson's 2008 Mustang. Just finished doing the review part of it. So now we are going to do something a little bit different that I haven't seen any other YouTubers do. So, you know, just differentiate myself a little bit, and we're gonna do a quick little interview thing. Almost like a dual vlog, but it'll just be a short little thing that'll be at the end of a car review after I drive their cars. So the first question is, what's it like having somebody else drive your car and being in the passenger seat of a car that you are almost always in the driver's seat?
You know, when I sat down in the passenger seat, I even told Zach, I said, it's weird every time I sit in the passenger seat just because it's my daily driver. I drive this thing every single day, and there's not usually a point where I am in the passenger seat. I mean, there's a couple times, but I mean, I don't really care. I know Zach's a great driver. I know he knows a lot about cars. I know he's gonna be great with it, so I'm not worried about it or anything. But the main thing is that it just looks weird. That's the thing to me. That's the biggest part.
Everything is backwards.
Exactly. I'm like, where's the wheel, bro? But, yeah. And
you got this car your sophomore year, or?
Yeah, it was my sophomore year, so I got it, let's see, very end of my sophomore year. I can't remember, it's too long ago, it was like 2 years ago probably. Yeah, I've had it, I'm gonna be 18. I'm gonna have this car for about 3 years and about 4 months, so I've had it for a while now.
Nice.
And it still goes perfect. I put about 10,000 miles on it so far.
Yeah, so it was at like 30,
It was at 34.
34, so yeah, about 12,000 miles. So, what's your favorite thing about your car?
Just the fact that I can go and just drive it smoothly like this right now if I wanted to, and it's perfect for that. Or
There's another one. There's another one.
yeah. Or
Wait, Mustang.
if I want to, I can just floor it and just have the time of my life in it. It's perfect for both times. It's not like yeah, exactly. Just that's an example right there.
It's very well balanced between the two.
Yeah, it doesn't feel weird if you're just not driving fast, if you know what I'm saying. And then like
Yeah.
when you're going fast, it doesn't feel like it's gonna break or anything.
That leads me to, do you have any plans to modify this? Because it is stock right now,
Yes,
right?
it is stock right now. It all comes down to what I decide in about a couple months, because it depends on where I'm going to go to college and what I want to do. Because if I end up going to college in Lubbock, I might want to get a truck, so I might end up selling this car in 6 months. So that's the whole thing. If I'm going to sell this car in 6 months, I'm not going to modify it. So, but if I do end up keeping the car, I'm going to end up upgrading my exhaust first, and then a whole bunch of other stuff that I haven't even decided on. But once I decide I'm going to have this for a while, that's when I'm going to start doing everything. So
Yeah, and if we do, will there be any install videos going up on my channel on this car?
Of course there will be.
All right. That's what I like to hear. So if there was one thing you could change about this car, what would you change?
Oof. One thing I could change about this car.
And I don't necessarily mean like a mod or
Yeah.
anything, but like if there was something that could be different about it, that like from the factory even, what would you want to be different than it is?
Honestly, you put a lot. Crap, man. That's just as you were saying, the visibility coming out of it, it's not the best. And I feel like if they could somehow make it where it is more visible, the visibility is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one of the things, because that's sometimes it really can screw you. And also the blind spots are really bad in here too. That's about it.
Yeah, we got the nice the quarter panel windows. The quarter windows really help. I know lots of Mustang guys who will put a louver over that, and it looks really cool. But like,
yeah,
that makes your blind spot so much
no,
bigger.
When I have trouble with my blind spot with my quarter panel still open like that.
Yeah.
I've almost gotten crashes with the quarter panel still like that. If you have them covered, I just, oh man, that's just, I don't understand.
No louvers for this Mustang then.
No, not for me, man. Maybe if I'm not driving it.
That hood scoop though does look really cool out over the hood.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's not functional.
Yeah, but you know.
So the one that I was thinking of for things that are different from the factory was the back seats.
Oh yeah.
Because I have sat in the back seat in this car.
Yeah.
Coming home from the lake that one time.
Oh yeah.
And it's doable, and especially like with how close to the wheel I sit. Like even right now I'm sitting kind of far away, but I had to get back for the video so that we'd both fit.
Yeah.
But with how close I sit, there's like enough room for a kid's legs.
Keyword. He said a kid's legs.
Yeah, it's definitely the whole Porsche thing. Like, yeah, there's a back seat, but there really isn't.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite thing about the car?
The fact that it's a muscle car. The fact that it flies when I want it to.
Oh yeah.
If I say go, it goes.
The smiles per gallon are high on the list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Muscle cars are great. Muscle cars, like I said earlier in the video, muscle cars give you a feeling that no other car can give you.
Yeah.
And people are like, I would never buy a muscle car. It's like, well, those people need to drive one because it is great.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna do one last little 50 roll here until we hit my neighborhood, and we'll see how Jackson takes it. Ready?
Yeah.
I bet it's that feeling right there is probably really weird having somebody else do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's probably gonna do it for this one. I would like to thank Jackson for letting me drive his nice Mustang here.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. You know what to do. Everything's down below, and I'll put Jackson's Instagram in the description as well.
You'll take it easy, guys.
Peace.